I said hello, everybody, and welcome to Gilded Gaming, hosted from DezshireCat's streaming corner. Gilded is currently quarantining because of, he got exposed to COVID, and I didn't, well, other than him, and so here we are, and I can't hear my own game through my headphones, so just give me 10 seconds. Yeah, this is not good. And I need to call Gilded. Yep. Okay, so I can hear you. I can't hear my game. You can't hear you on the stream, huh? You can hear Gilded, or you can hear me? Oh, Claire can
I hear the game. I don't hear myself. Oh, now I hear myself. I hear everything now.
Okay, now I hear the game. Okay, so you can hear everything now. I apologize about that. So
I do hear everything now, except you're not like broadcasting in Discord, so I'm hearing it in like a delay.
Oh, because I'm push to talk, but I can switch that.
I'm only hearing it through the stream.
Okay, how about now? Are you still hearing it on delay?
Yeah, it's better now.
Okay, all right.
I'm mute the stream. I'll hear you on Discord now.
What?
So I'm muting the stream, so I only hear you on Discord.
Oh, okay. Sorry you won't hear the music then.
That's okay.
Okay. Sorry, guys. We're, just working out a couple little kinks here because of, his COVID exposure and, with me having a really crap immune system, I am just trying to be cautious. So me and my son have been staying away from Gilded, and Gilded has been quarantining himself from us. So anyways, here we are in my little streaming corner, which is awesome, by the way. It's got cool lighting and everything because, I'm cool and all. Anyways, all right. Yeah, but do we want to be back to normal?
I mean, you can stream like this if you want to. It's fine with me.
I really do like my little streaming setup. It's cute. All right.
Bear wants to lock me in a shed.
Lock Gilded in a shed. Well, funny story. Our son told us that when he grows up, he's gonna be rich and have a big house, and he's gonna build us a shed far away from the big house where we can live. True story. That's what our son told us. All right. Where am I going?
So there's a bunch of options for where you can go. I think we ended up last time with doing what's his name? Strago's quest, right?
Yeah.
So there's something we've been avoiding for whatever reason. You could have gone there ever since we saved Edgar and got him in the party.
Oh.
But you go to the Coliseum.
Oh, what's the Coliseum?
In the Coliseum, you can bet an item, and then you have to fight a battle depending on which item you bet. And if you lose the battle, you lose the item. If you win the battle, you still lose the item, but they give you a different item, and it's usually a better one.
Okay. So, like, I could bet
For instance, you bet Murasame, and if you win the fight, you get Masamune.
Okay. But I don't like 0 DPS, so.
That's just an example. You could bet a Regal Gown and get another Minerva Bustier, which you got really lucky. You got 2 of them already, but it's just an example. You can bet a rename card and get Miracle Shield shoes.
Okay, so where is this Coliseum at? Like, is
The best way to just show you, since I can't just show you the maps today. The Coliseum is in the like the very far northwest, basically. Like north of Kohaling, north of Figaro after it moved. Like you see in the very, very top north left, there's like a little claw kind of thing.
yeah.
It's in the inside, the dot on the claw.
The dot on the claw. Right here?
Yep.
All right. Why is Ultros behind the counter?
He's a receptionist here. The real Siegfried's here too. You can fight him.
The real Siegfried.
If you wager a Mega Elixir, then you'll have to fight Siegfried, and if you win, you get another 10 Tenebrum.
Look at me, I'm a receptionist. Now you better watch what you bet or Master Coupon will just come and take it from ya.
Okay. So why do I want to bet stuff? Like, what am I trying to gain here?
All right, here's some examples. If you wager Impartisan or a Saucer, you can get a Cattier Hood for Realm, and when she's wearing the Cattier Hood, she takes half damage from Earth, Holy, Wind, Bolt, Ice, and Fire, and you gain double gil for every fight.
What do I have to bet for that?
Either an Impartisan or a Saucer, which is a type of helmet. I don't know if you have either of those. You have to check.
I don't think I have either of those. Then we also have the problem that we don't know what things are called in this game.
Yeah, the names are sometimes a little different. Do you have a Tortoise Shield?
I do not believe so.
Do you have an Aegis Shield?
Yes, I do. She's got it on her.
All right, so here's what you could do. You could wager an Aegis Shield, and if you beat the fight, that'll get you a Tortoise Shield.
Okay.
And if you wager a Tortoise Shield and win the fight, that'll get you a Saucer. And if you wager the Saucer, that'll give you a Cattier Hood. Also, did you ever get the Nutkin suit? I know you got like the Moogle suit, I think. Did you get the Nutkin one?
No.
Okay, because like if you trade in a Nutkin suit, that gives you the Genji armor. You can get a Nutkin suit by wagering a Moogle suit.
There's a lot of ways. So what do I have to do to like win?
When you wager an item, depending on which item it is, you have to fight a fight. And the fight is really hard because your characters basically go into the fight and they're confused. You don't really control them.
Oh shit! Let's save.
They won't attack each other. They still only attack the enemy, but it's like random, kind of.
Okay, so we should save first.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, let's bet. Are you feeling lucky tonight? I don't know that I am, but we'll try. Yeah, I'll definitely save after every win. Lord knows I'm not gonna try and be lucky enough to do everything twice. All right, so let's start with the with pleasure. All right, let's start with the. Would you say an Aegis shield?
If you wager an Aegis shield, it should let you win a tortoise shield.
It's probably at the bottom because we just took it off. Or not.
Oh, were you like equipping it?
I had it equipped.
I mean, if you're
Oh, there
wearing
it
it,
is.
maybe we don't want to get rid of it. Although I think you can buy them, can't you?
I don't know, but hey, we'll try it.
I'm pretty sure you can buy them at like Zozo.
Okay, well, you know,
Maybe you just find them. I'm not sure.
we're good. We're betting it.
Okay.
Ah, select the challenger.
Yeah, so you have to fight Boris. And like I said, the person's gonna basically fight randomly. Sabin's actually pretty good for a lot of these, but you can just try whatever, and then you saved, right? So
I did save. Yes, I saved. I served.
I say they basically attack like randomly. Like a lot of times, I like to do like Sabin with like the relic that makes him counter, so he'll get extra attacks in.
Tara, you have magic. Seriously?
Oh, you missed.
Tara, 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 Tara.
Man, she is dodging all this stuff.
Shh.
He's only got like 4,000 or 5,000 HP.
At the casino, you play roulette 20 times, and when you win, the big jackpot. Oh, she's casting now. What?
Ooh, Quake.
Yeah, but she damaged herself with that. That was stupid. It
Well, you
worked.
won. So you got a tortoise shield.
That's probably us, and that's. Is she still got all that damage? I have to heal her
So
up
a
to.
tortoise shield is actually better than an Aegis shield. It has more defense, it has more magic defense. It's got a little bit more evade, a little bit less magic block. And it also teaches you imp at a ×1 rate.
Interesting.
And it absorbs water damage. But if you wager an Aegis shield, then you can win.
You mean a tortoise shield?
Yeah, sorry. If you wager the tortoise shield, you can win the saucer, which is what you need to wager if you want to win the cat ear hood. For
Okay.
Realm. And so the nice thing about the cat ear hood is that you literally get double gil every fight,
Hey, we'll take it.
and it has like every element on Realm.
Which is kind of what the bustier is doing for the other girls, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's Did we say
The bustier does more than that, though. The bustier halves water, earth, and holy and poison, and it makes you absorb wind, bolt, ice, and fire. And the bustier also gives you 25% bonus to your max MP.
Cool. I think
Yeah,
I'm
bustier
gonna
is just amazing.
put Celis in the next fight because she does have the dual wielding thing that you're talking about, Karanova. She does know like all the magic too, though. So, but she knows like all the 3 spells. So. All right. We saved. Care to fight in the Colosseum? With pleasure. All right. You have this tortoise shield. We're working for cat ear hood, man. cat ear hood. It should be at the bottom. I hope.
It'll be at the bottom,
Next.
the first slot that was empty.
Yeah, the first slot that was empty. So somewhere in here. Oh, there it is. See, I knew it was somewhere in here. Tortoise shield. Celis.
And the other thing we can do here is get Shadow back, but that's one other thing that we need to do. The Boost J is only equipable by Celis and Terra.
And I somehow managed
Realm's too young.
to get to the scan. Really? She scanned him.
She wanted to see what she's up against. This is random, that's why you gotta say. Ooh, 25,000 HP, this guy's beefy. He's weak against Holy. Come on, Celis, use Holy.
Shouldn't have holy.
Oh, she did 4,000 damage in one attack, though, so if she just keeps attacking, she should win, hopefully.
Oh, she's going for fire 3. Dang. Oh!
Three's good, too. Even better. Oh, and he missed. I'm a little bit behind on this.
Yeah, you are a little behind. Sorry. It's the only pitfall to this is like you're saying stuff and I'm like, oh, that's not what's happening on my. But it's what they're seeing.
Well, but by the time they hear it, it's not.
Oh, shh.
Because they hear it when you hear it.
Yeah, sorry. If the system obviously isn't perfect. If is there an echo with the music?
It's not coming from me. I don't even hear the music. Nice. Her armor protecting her from the blizzard. Oh, this is close.
Oh, Karanova says he doesn't hear an echo.
She wins. Nice.
I'm so confused. If there's
It's
anything,
titanium.
if there's anything wrong with my setup, I'm sorry. Like, I am used to stream. I can stream in here. I am not, however, used to streaming while also trying to pull in his voice. And I spent the better part of the afternoon trying to make sure that all happened. Gilded can attest to that. Right, Gilded?
Indeed. Titanium.
I don't know. Obviously, if we ever streamed in here after the whole COVID debacle, Gilded would just come sit with me. Right, Gilded?
Yeah, they didn't give you the saucer, they gave you titanium, which apparently you can also get by wagering the tortoise shield. I guess there's multiple paths that can go on.
Oh. So I want to, like, load the save?
You know, we could try and just steal a saucer.
I don't have lock.
Well, I mean, I could get locked. I mean, you could try loading the save and see if you get a different fight. I don't know. I didn't realize that you could get different fights for the same item.
How do I close it?
Oh, okay, go there, hold the circle. Go back to where you're in the outside of the game and hold circle.
Oh, okay. Warning. When operating the PSP system, play in a well-lit room. I'm not. And keep it. Oh, I'm getting a kick out of this. Okay, sorry.
What even was titanium? Titanium's okay. Only adds 1 defense unless you have the imp status.
All right, sorry. I paid attention, I swear. I was just doing...
So did you save after you got the tortoise shield?
Yes. Oh, man, I accidentally saved after I got the damn titanium. Oops.
Oh, well.
I'm just so proficient at saving now.
I mean, that's good.
I think I saved, and then that's when you told me it wasn't what I needed it to be, because, like, I thought it just had a different name or something.
You have a behemoth suit, right?
Yes, but I'm wearing it.
Oh.
So no cat ears. Okay, I don't...
If you can get another behemoth suit, you could bet that and get a snow scarf from it for Umaru.
Okay, well, I mean, that's a lot of ifs, okay? Let's, for who?
Or Mog or Gal. The snow scarf, Umaru, Mog, and Gal can all wear it. It makes you take half fire damage and absorb ice.
Yeah, well, I don't have any of them in my party right now. All right, I want the cat thing for Realm.
You have Mog and Umaru.
I don't have that
currently.
That's what I just said. They're not currently in my party. This is the party I want to use. You talk to this party, like, look at this. We got the best magic users. Period.
I think the only way to get the cat ear hood is to get it from the Coliseum, as far as I know.
Right. Well, you said that I could get Locke, and then I could steal the thing I need, the saucer, so that I could get the cat ears.
Oh, so you want to get Locke?
Yeah. All right. So where is Locke? Hello, Locke.
All right.
I wonder where I haven't been yet. We're going flying.
There's a bunch of places.
Yeah, I'm not micromanaging. He's locked away somewhere.
I think is Locke in the Phoenix Cave? Is that where Locke goes? I think so.
He's trying to get that spell.
The Phoenix Cave is a hidden cave.
Is it on the octopus?
It's on the northern end of the southern middle continent. If that makes sense.
The northern end of the southern middle continent. So the octopus here.
I can't see the map right now on your screen because you're kind of over it.
This continent that I'm pointing at. Oh, you're all right. I am over it. Hold on.
Yeah, you're kind of over. You're almost over the Phoenix Cave, actually.
Right there. Can you see my map now?
Yeah, I can see your map now. Just a little bit north of where you are right now is the Phoenix Cave.
Of north.
Yep.
Like, so in here somewhere? On the octopus's head?
Yep.
Okay. We're just gonna land. Let's heal.
Yeah, she already did she got Cyan back and all that.
Yeah, I got Cyan back with his sappy love letters and... Alright. So the cave is somewhere here?
You see that little patch of green in the middle of the mountains?
Yeah.
Yeah, try and land there.
Okay.
It's the mountains that form a star. And that star is that little patch in the center.
Oh, that's right. Somebody told me about that. Right, we're going in. All right. Terra. Celis.
You gotta form two parties here.
Oh. That's okay. I got enough strong players for both. Gramps. Sabin. Edgar. Mog. And Umaru. Boys and girls and grandpa. I think it's a great setup of teams here. All right. Plus, Sabin has plenty of healing. Like Sabin and Sabin has a lot of spells. Edgar and Mog are okay, and Umaru, well, you know, he's Umaru. Claire thinks it's great. All right, split up into 2 parties. Use the square button to switch between groups. Got it. Check. All right. What's with the big cable? Oh, that's probably to get back on my airship. Okay.
It's back on the airship, yeah.
Oh. I'm seeing why we need 2 parties here.
Yep, you gotta work together.
Suddenly, it's making sense. Necroman. I don't like the sound of that. That sounds bad. You don't like Umaru? Ha! We healed him. That's okay. We haven't fought him yet. All right.
Yeah, Mario's in permanent berserk. He's kind of he's not the most versatile party member, but he's not bad, especially if you get him the relics that make him better. He's not in my first pick for like a party though.
I just realized the second party I don't think is equipped. Oh, thank goodness you took care of deleting it. Thank you.
Yeah, I got the chat. You're good.
Okay. I have it pulled
I
up.
want to equip the second party though.
What? Yeah, I might want
to equip the second party though. Make sure they have espers and relics on the chest.
Yeah. I realized that after we'd already we're in the middle of the battle. All right, sorry.
Still won easily, even naked. That's not bad.
That's right. They are oh my god.
Just imagine Sabin and Edgar running in there in their birthday suits, being, "Let's go, Necromancer!" Suplex! Oh, no.
That's a true testament to how powerful these parties are. They're like, I need nothing. Nothing. Oh, that's right. He's wearing the regal crown.
Well, another thing you can do at the Coliseum, if you have those 10 Tentablooms that you're not using anymore, you remember that relic that makes you get HP back when you walk around?
Yep.
If you wager those, you can get growth eggs.
What are growth eggs?
Those are the relic that makes you get double XP.
Oh, the EXP egg. Got it.
Wagering a ribbon gets you a gold hairpin, although you probably want the ribbon. Gold hairpin makes you use half MP, right?
Yeah. Strago has one on.
If you wager a gold hairpin, though, it'll get you a dragon horn, which lets you jump multiple times.
Interesting. Oh, that's right. Umaru doesn't get equipped. I was like, what's going on? And then I remembered Umaru has no equipment. All right. We had him wearing... I don't know that we have any earrings left. We don't. But we do have hero rings. And 2 hero rings has got to be better than nothing, right?
Oh, if you wager the Rising Sun weapon that Locke used to use,
Mm-hmm.
you can get a bone club for Umaru.
Oh, cool. Clara says, I would wager your soul.
Yeah, that does sound like Claire. All right, here's something, right? Remember I told you that you could trade Murasame to get Masamune. And you're like, I don't care about zero DPS, right?
Right?
Well, you can trade Masamune to get Murakumo. And you're still like, that's still 0 DPS. But you can trade Murakumo to get a Holy Lance. As in something for Mog and Edgar. The Holy Lance has 194 attack, and it can cast Holy on striking an enemy. So not only does it do 150% damage when you jump, but it also has a 25% chance to cast Holy on people when you attack with it.
Gotcha. I like this song too, Tristan. I like all the songs though in this game. Alright, got a relic up Edgar. Not even really sure what to put on Edgar. All the best relics are on the other party. I could have them do that. Yeah, we'll have them do that. We'll have them do that. And
all right, and if you can get a rename card, it's really hard to fight. But like if you wager a rename card, you get Miracle Shoes. Miracle Shoes give you Protect, Shell, Regen, and Haste.
wow.
And every character in the game can wear them.
Yeah, I just don't want to spend all night at the Coliseum.
That's fair. All you need to get a regen card though is to you wager an elixir, you win a regen card, you wager the regen card, and you get those shoes.
I have to say that my favorite song on the soundtrack, and I know this is really cliche, is Terra's theme. I just love that song. Actually, no, opera. I don't know. It's such a tough choice. Terra's theme is very catchy. The opera is very beautiful. You love doing the grinding.
Also, the Fuma Shuriken, you can wager them to get pinwheels, which are like the best shuriken in the game.
You know you're gonna have to tell me like all this stuff again, right? Because like,
yeah, I'm just putting it in your head.
Parasol, Necromant, Phase. Ooh, okay, hello. All right, tools. Auto crossbow. I still think the opera is epic even today. Like, just thinking about it in relation to the system that you're hearing all of it on, it's like, it really sounds like they're singing. It's amazing.
Especially when you consider they did it with a MIDI player.
So this is definitely the weaker of the two parties, I think.
Well, you put all your favorites in one party almost.
Right.
I mean, this party has Sabin and Edgar, though.
Yeah.
Mog's no style cheater.
That's true. I hasted Mog so his dances would come up more often.
Did you give everybody Espers?
No, I didn't. I don't even know what Esper's Sabin. Oh, well, he can learn that. Esper.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that like video games have like not gone up in price in like decades.
But then when they discussed it most recently about video games going up in price, people like freaked out.
People don't realize how much like NES and Super Nintendo games cost back in the day. It's like somehow we've avoided inflation, even though like the games have gotten so much better. Oh, there's a hole there.
Yeah, I was freaking out about the spikes. Brought back memories of, oh my gosh, what's that game? Used to watch my dad play it on an old PC, Prince of Persia. Had nightmares about falling on those darn spikes. Anybody know what I'm talking about? I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about.
You talking about the original Prince of Persia or like the 3D ones that they made?
No, I'm talking about like came on a computer with a floppy drive.
Oh, you're talking about the old Prince of Persia. Oh, you know what it reminds me of? On the Atari, Pitfall. You ever see that game?
What? Pitfall?
Yeah.
I've never heard of Pitfall.
You have to like swing on vines over like holes and crocodiles and spikes and stuff.
You know, come to think of it, I think Prince of Persia is probably like the first video game I ever watched my dad play.
I've never made it very far in the original Prince of Persia, but I've beaten all the like ones from back in like 20 years ago.
To be fair, I don't think he made it very far either. Because he hit the spikes a lot.
Yeah, the Atari 2600 was my first console.
Alright. Alright, so we fell onto the spikes. Actually, before we step on that thingy-majigger there, let's go back. There was some, like, stuff over the lava over here. Hello, hello. There's a dinosaur.
Yes. It's a dragon. See the name?
That's a dinosaur, okay? That's just straight up a dinosaur. We're gonna chainsaw the dinosaur.
Is it a chaos dragon?
Probably not. Oh, okay. We're trying to chainsaw a dragon.
Yeah, the chaos dragon is lots of fun. The chaos dragon, incidentally, is what you have to fight in the Colosseum to turn King of Shurikens into pinwheels.
Oh yeah, minimum wage. So minimum wage was $5.15 an hour back then. In 2011, when I got a job paying minimum wage, I was paid $7.25 an hour. Yeah, we live in some states have doubled minimum wage though, Gilded.
Yeah, for the state, not for the country though.
Yeah. Here in the good old Bible Belt, they ain't doubled minimum wage.
No, we just have federal minimum wage, which is $7.25. Thankfully, we don't have minimum wage jobs.
That is a thankful point there.
Oh, actually, it increased in 2020, didn't it?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think it might have. So it might be doubled now.
We need to run. Oh God, we can't run away. Oh, thank gosh. I was saying our best party member is freaking like confused.
No, it's still $7.25 according to the U.S. Department of Labor.
That's great. Man, I remember like the first time I got like a quarter raise, I was like, oh my gosh, quarter.
Yeah, it is. Apparently, federal minimum wage has been $7.25 per hour since 2009.
Yeah, minimum wage kind of sucks in some places.
So, like, when I was born, it was like $3.35.
Well, yeah, it's 12 in Cali. It probably cost an arm and a leg to live there.
In 2009, it went up to $7.25, and it hasn't moved since then.
Here in South Carolina, it is $7.25. No joke. Go
Yeah, 'cause
out.
South Carolina doesn't have any rule for it.
Go out, try to get a job, $7.25. Good luck living on it. Because even here, where cost of living is not as expensive as, say, New York or California, you still cannot live on $7.25 an hour.
And the price of all that shit you buy online is the same as it is anywhere else. Yeah, the cheapest one bedroom is $1,200 a month. Yeah, you can definitely afford much cheaper rent or even a home here,
But yeah, cost of living is less here. Okay, so that's where we need the other team. But the other team can't make it through because yeah, before I don't know why I can't be that across the board because you have people that are worried that if minimum wage is 15 and they currently get paid $15 an hour, then how is that fair? I think what people need to understand is that but then the problem is it's a perpetual problem. Minimum wage goes up, then cost of living goes up, and it just is a circular problem. At least that's always the defense I hear for not making minimum wage higher. People are like, well, if they make minimum wage higher, then they'll make things cost more to pay for the minimum wage that they made go up. And so then the cost of living will... The real thing is you should just get a cost of living increase every single... I mean, it should just be a cost of living...
Yeah, I mean, it's not even paycheck to paycheck. Like, if you work full time at minimum wage, you can't afford to live without a second job.
Before me and Gilded got together, I was working at a theater as an assistant general manager, and I didn't make enough to live on my own with my daughter. Not and pay my student loan payments and my car payment. I had to live with my parents because I literally did not make enough money to move out of their house.
Yeah, when I first moved back here, before I got a programming job again, I had to work at the food line. I made like nothing. I had to live with my family too. Like, you just can't afford rent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big part of the problem, Tristan, is that there's... Oh, thanks for the subscription, by the way, How You Flying. I just noticed How You Flying gave us his Prime subscription.
Thank you, Helipine. Hello.
But, like, as long as there's just a ready supply of people willing to work at minimum wage, the company has no reason not to just make everything minimum wage.
That is true.
That's sort of the opposite problem that we're having at my work right now, is that they don't offer enough money for a programmer to work under me. They want to pay them less than me, because they don't want to pay me more. So they're offering like a salary that's just not large enough to get a real programmer. So we can never, we've had an open programmer position for years now that we can't fill because they're not offering enough money.
Ooh, what's a wing edge?
Why don't you hit the button above them, and I think it'll hold the door open so the other team can come in.
Yeah, economics is, yeah. Yeah, and then people wonder why people work 2 jobs, sometimes 3, just to live. Yeah. Like, when I was working at the theater, that wasn't even an option. You can ask Gilded. But when we first got together, and I was pregnant with our son, I was working like 75 to 80 hours a week because I was salary.
Yeah, that's the thing with those jobs. Once you become salary, they're like, well, you're not hourly anymore, so now you need to work like all the hours. Like, we don't have enough people, then you do it.
Yeah. I was working till like 2, 3 in the morning. And
you get more money than you did hourly, but then you make less money per hour.
Then you make less money per hour. And then when I took my current, well, it's not my current job anymore. I took the job that got me to where I'm at now. I took a job as an admin assistant, which like paid, like was a pay cut. And like, they asked me about it. I was like, I don't see it as a pay cut though. I get time with my family. I will, as like, there's so many benefits to this. It's a good thing I did too. The theater I worked at closed like 6 months after I left. Salary is the true catch-22. Like, I never want to be salary ever again. Not like that. I've been working on getting my teaching certificate back, but I mean, like, even as a teacher, like, I wouldn't have it wouldn't be like I hit the wrong button.
That's the one really nice thing about the fact that I work for the government, is that like in a lot of other programming positions, I'd be working long hours to like make deadlines and stuff, but for the government, it's like, I'll hit my 40, I'm done. I mean, sort of. I don't work hourly, so they don't really measure my time, but they don't expect me to work like 60 and 80 hour weeks like I would in some other programming positions.
No, but you are on call all the time.
I am. Yeah, that's true.
Although they have been talking about putting laws through that would require you to pay salary people overtime at a certain point, especially people on the lower end of the salary range. Because like the problem is like they'll pay like some people like when I was making salary, I was making like $28,000 a year, which seemed great, but like not when you were working anywhere between 70 to 80 hours a week.
Yeah, I've seen software jobs, Tristan, where it's like, oh, your salary. It's not, you know, how many hours will it take you to finish this. It's, we want this done by this day. Work as many hours as that takes.
Ooh, that's insane.
Here's your deadline. Be done or get fired.
I definitely very much enjoy the whole idea of I got my 40. I need to heal up this other party before I forget, because when I come back to them, I will have definitely forgotten. Okay. All right.
You get salary for overtime when you're on call. That's awesome. Can you
See,
imagine if I got overtime for being on call? I'm literally always on call.
yeah, you are always on call. My dad, he's salary, and oh my gosh, it like they work him to the. I don't know how he does it. He gets up at like 4 in the morning and doesn't come home sometimes until 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. And then he works on Saturdays. So he works 6 days a week at salary and works over 12 hours a day most days. It's insane.
I worked from home a lot this year. I'm sure as soon as they can, you know, with a good conscience call me in, they'll make sure I'm there all the time.
Yeah. My dad works at concrete plant, so whenever, you know, and supply and demand there, yeah, he is a real trooper. He is, my dad has been a true inspiration to me my entire life. They get healed by fire. Good to know. Do they get healed by all magic? Is that it? Is that the problem here? No, they do take magic damage.
Oh, those guys? They
Fire
only
heals
get healed
them.
by fire. I think are they weak to ice? Is that it, or is it earth? I don't remember. They're weak to something, but they're only healed by fire.
You can tell this is the better equipped party right here.
Magic is really good in this game.
Magic is the real MVP in this game. Wow, in Brazil it's a oh wow, it's okay.
Yeah, we only get time and a half.
Yeah.
And you generally only get overtime if your salary. Man, let me talk about that. Firefighters. Oh my god. So we work for the local government, right? So we also have firefighters that work for it. The firefighters are like understaffed, so they get so much overtime.
Yeah, they're way understaffed.
Like ridiculous amounts of overtime, like hundreds of hours of overtime a month. Because the firefighters work 24-hour shifts, so like it sounds crazy that they're working that much, but like they're literally just living at the fire station and they're clocked in for 24 hours, right? So like they get so much overtime, it's just insane. As a programmer, they actually had me make programs to manage the firefighters specifically their overtime, to like track it and send out notices when they're getting above like 100 hours of overtime, because it happens so often.
Well, they just need to hire more firefighters.
It would be cheaper because, you know, less overtime.
I listened to part of the budget, so I think that was one of the things they talked about was hiring more firefighters.
They have that rule here, Helupline, about how much they need to have so much time between shifts. They sometimes regularly break that rule, or they will adhere to the rule, but it'll be like shift, day off, shift, you know. But they break that rule a lot.
Okay.
especially for some of the fire departments where like there's not that much activity, like if they're out in the boonies and there's just not much going on, they basically just sit around and cook food and play video games or whatever and get paid overtime for it. I mean, obviously if there was a fire, they hop to and they're heroes and good for them, but like, oh my god.
Lots of empty chests in here. Okay, that stays. Even if you're not standing on the switchy thing. That's good. Right.
And meanwhile, you have other departments where if you get like 1 minute of overtime, they're trying to find a way to get rid of it.
Yeah. That's true. I've gotten yelled.
Also against the rules.
I've gotten yelled at before for getting overtime because I was on the phone with the customer past 5 on a Friday, and I was like, well, what did you want me to do? You want me to tell them, oh, I'm sorry, it's 5 o'clock on Friday, and if I don't clock out, I'll get in trouble. But it's not just one place that I've worked. Everywhere I've ever worked, overtime is like a big no-no, and no matter like what's going on, they don't want you to get it, and they don't have a good solution though for like how to avoid it. Like, because you'll be like in a legitimate situation where it's like even when I worked at the theater, customer comes up to you when you're clocking out, because the clock out terminals weren't like hidden in the back. They were like right there at a customer service desk. So you're standing there clocking out. Customer comes up to you while you're mid punch, and they're like, "Oh, my ball's stuck over because it was a movie theater / bowling alley." And they're like, "My ball's stuck on lane 10," and you're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm clocking out." Then they'll write a nasty review about you, and you get in trouble. It was a lose-lose situation.
That was a horribly run business, though.
Yeah, that was definitely a horribly run business. When I screenshot all the overtime punches that our general manager then proceeded to make us time clerks go in and delete, and I proceeded to take his email and screenshots of every time punch that he forcibly removed, because when we refused to remove them, he was like, then I'll just do it myself. And I sent them to HR. That didn't end well for him, I'll tell you that much. He was angry too. So angry at me.
How dare you report me for committing a federal offense and stealing your pay?
I told him, I was like, you can't do that. And he's like, well, we'll give him back the time. Just put it on the next week. I said, you can't do that though. It's overtime. They get paid time and a half. Well, then we'll just throw some extra time in there. Like it's not that he didn't want them to get the money that they rightfully deserved. It was that he didn't want to get in trouble for having overtime. Yes.
Yeah, he got rid of their time so they wouldn't have overtime.
This was at a theater that is now since closed that I worked at.
And this is not the most. I mean, even that's not the only time this guy was shady. Like, he was stealing out of the arcade.
Oh no, that was a different general manager.
Oh, was this the other one? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can see the type of people they hired here.
Yeah, another general manager that we had. It took us like 6 months, but we found.
In America, you can get jail time for that too. It's a felony.
It took us 6 months to prove it, but he was pocketing cash out of an arcade machine. The arcade machines were there were these arcade machines that you put cash in, and they were the only thing that didn't record how much money was taken in revenue-wise. There were 2 keys and 2 different sets of managers. So the general manager had 1 key and the cash office managers had the other key. And so the idea is that it took 2 people to unlock it. You'd unlock it together, you'd count the money together, and you report the revenue together. When we got this new general manager, he said that he didn't trust any of us to help him. And then all of a sudden he kept taking cash held in transit or petty cash out of the safe. He'd take $200 of petty cash out. on the week when we weren't getting paid, and then the week we would get paid, it would suddenly come back, and we were suspicious about that. Then we figured out he was stealing the arcade money, because all of a sudden the arcade money slowly started, it was like a slow decline in the money the machine kept bringing in. It was terrible.
What he was doing is he was taking loans for himself out of petty cash and paying them back when he got paid, and when he didn't have enough money to pay them back, he was stealing the money from the arcade.
So he was using the arcade money, because then we figured out that he was paying back the cash held in transit after he would empty the arcade machines. And it took us forever. And it took every manager in the building and our party organizer, she would book these parties, so she would come in early on weekdays to get the phone calls and book the parties for the weekend. And she came in one day and she was like, She pulls me off to the side later that day, and she's like, Dezshire, you need to run the cameras from this morning. And I was like, why? And she's like, he did it again.
Dez did this whole like sting operation. She had like a giant packet of information, and she caught him on camera doing it, and then she took it to his bosses.
Yeah, it was so funny when they fired him. They called. I knew it happened. I was sitting at my mom's birthday party, and I mean, like, all of a sudden he starts calling my phone repeatedly and repeatedly and repeatedly. And then one of the other managers I worked with sent me a message. They're like, don't answer his phone calls. And I was like, why? And they're like, corporate just came. They fired him. It was pretty bad. He was so mad. He told us that we didn't understand, that he was stealing the money and buying things for us. He had like a million excuses.
Yeah, that makes it better, right?
He's like, I was stealing money. He was like, I was taking the money and buying things for the theater. And I was like, I don't think so, man. And they came in and did a big audit afterwards. It was terrible. And like the auditor was asking us like all these questions, and I was like, he was like, well, why didn't you guys say anything? I was like, first off, we told corporate that we were suspicious long ago, and they were like, well, you don't really have any proof. I was like, so it's not like it was the first time we mentioned it, man. I was like, and second off, like, if I didn't have any way to prove it, then what'd you want me to do to stop it? It's like, but I think the auditor, he was a really nice guy, but like auditors are paid to ask the toughest questions because, like it's his job to get to the bottom of how he stole that money and did he do it alone? And, they had to do all that. And then they had to come up with an idea on how to keep that from happening with other, like, he asked us a whole bunch of questions about that arcade machine and how it worked because they had to come up with a whole new system to keep that from ever happening again.
So when I worked at the theater, and I worked at the same theater, but it was a different theater, right?
He worked at the same building, but it was a different, yeah.
Yeah, it was the same theater, but when I worked there, it was a Regal Cinemas, and then I went to college, and they closed down because that was like a dying mall that it was in. And for whatever reason, the other theater company that she ended up working at bought it. But anyways, when I worked there, we had people in concessions that were stealing money, and like what they were doing was, we had at Regal Cinemas we had a deal at the concessions where you could, if you bought a large popcorn and 2 large drinks, you got a free thing of candy, right? And the candy cost $3 normally, but you got it for free if you got a large popcorn and 2 drinks, and like it literally costs the same as a large popcorn and 2 drinks with just free candy. And so what they were doing is if anybody bought a large popcorn and 2 drinks but didn't buy candy, they would ring it up like they got the deal, and then they've got an extra thing of like cookie dough bites there in the inventory. And then next time someone bought cookie dough bites, they wouldn't ring it up and they'd pocket $3. And they do that over and over and over again. So the inventory was always right, the register was always right, but they were gaining $3 every time they did it, right? So it took a long time for them to get caught because their drawer always came up right and their inventory always came up right. But eventually they figured out they were doing it, and they come in one day, the general manager and 2 police officers walk up to concessions and ask them to empty their pockets. And they're like, what? We're not going to empty our pockets. And the police officer said, empty your pockets. And I mean, they didn't have to technically because they couldn't search them, right? But they did. So they pull out like these giant wads of $1 bills, like 50 or so $1 bills each. And they're immediately arrested. Like,
oh, we had concessionists steal money too, but it was all like small game. Like, none of them ever managed to steal like a lot.
I mean, they were doing it $3 at a time. Like, they knew forever that someone was stealing, but they didn't know who was doing it or how. They started like making us count all our inventory, which is so ridiculously tedious in concessions because you'd get like a sleeve of cups and you have to sit there and count like all like 20 or 50 or whatever cups in the sleeve before you put them into the thing, because they're going to count your cups at the end of the night to make sure you have as many cups as you can have. And
we had to do that too.
It sucks because like you have this huge line of people waiting to buy popcorn and you're like, oh, wait 1 second while I
count my cups.
In this loaf. Because they're not always the same. You can't be guaranteed that it's actually the right number of cups in the sleeve.
Yeah, we started giving each concessionist they had a lockable drawer and they had to inventory their drawer, which really sucked though, because like when somebody would come back to help them, they might not realize, I don't know, it was a really shitty system.
It technically wasn't an illegal search and seizure retro games because they didn't actually force them to empty their pockets. They just asked them to and they did it. If they had refused to and the officer searched their pockets anyways, that would have been illegal. But they voluntarily did it after being asked to by the cops, so it's not a legal search and seizure. They weren't smart enough to realize they didn't have to empty their pockets. Although there also could have been probable cause to search. They could have had a search warrant. I have no idea. But in this case, the person emptied their pockets voluntarily, so that's their own fault. They weren't the brightest bulbs. I'm surprised that they got away with it as long as they did.
Look at that. Edgar learned Ice 2 and Fire 2. Good for Edgar.
Every now and then I remember that I have like a minor in criminal justice, right? It's that degree I don't use.
That's right, you do.
Yeah.
When I first met you, you were going to be a police officer.
That's true, I was.
And then you found out we were pregnant with our son.
Yeah.
And you
decided to programming.
Yeah. That is true. If employees were paid more, they'd probably be less likely to steal. I'm not saying it makes it right, but I think a lot of times, because like there were instances where it was not a person that I would have suspected to steal. Like, makes you wonder if they just did it because they fell on hard times.
I mean, I think with your general manager, he got paid enough.
Oh, he for sure got paid enough. He was just an a-hole.
The concessionists didn't get paid enough, but they also were the type of people that I'm pretty sure they'd steal anyways. But in general, I agree with what you're saying, Tristan.
My general manager was just a tool bag.
I actually like my general manager. My family always told me I should be a lawyer, and I never wanted to be one.
My family encouraged
the college
me.
you were going to got turned into a brewery? Wow. Oh, sorry, what were you saying, dude?
Oh, wow, that sucks. It's like you have a degree that we've now decided is useless. My family always encouraged me to be a teacher. And I bucked against that. And then recently I realized that I was doing that thing that I do where I stubbornly refuse to do something because somebody has thought that it was a good thing for me to do.
Yeah, Des doesn't like to do something if you tell her to do it. She has to decide to do it on her own. Like, how long did I tell you to play Skyrim before one day I was playing Skyrim and you're like, oh, this game looks awesome?
You mean after I stole the Christmas present I bought you?
Yeah, she bought me Skyrim for Christmas, and then like after I've been telling her that she should try it out forever, and then she was like watching me play it and went, "Oh, this is great! I'm gonna take that."
I did do that. I'm not really sure what that did for me, but I dropped something down. Yeah, I was watching him.
What?
I was watching him play Skyrim for after Christmas, and I was like, man, that game looks awesome. I want to try it. The first time I tried it, I told him I hated it because I had to use the 2 joysticks, and now I love that. Like, the camera and the movement, like 2 joysticks at one time, and he told me good luck playing any video games. That's a pretty common mechanic, and I was like, well, I don't like it. Now I love video games like that, and Skyrim is like one of my favorite video games. In fact, I just went back to playing Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, what you're talking about, Tristan, like my company, I work for the government, but you know, my job is pretty much kind of the same way. Like, they don't pay me as much as I'm worth. Like, they pay me like half of what someone makes doing what I do, but they don't micromanage me that much. They don't give me hard deadlines. I get to only work 40 hours a week, so there's a lot of benefits. They said they weren't closing, and then the following weekend, the school closed. Holy crap!
That sounds like what my theater did to. I stopped working there before they closed, but I had a lot of friends.
Didn't your theater like people showed up to work not knowing that the theater was closed?
Yeah, I had a lot of friends that worked there, and they showed up to work one day, and there was just a note on the door that said that they were closing. And
they literally didn't tell the employees until they were already closed.
They didn't even tell the managers. The managers go, man, it confused freaking Saban again. I really need to put something on him to protect him from confusion, because he gets confused and he just goes about and kills the whole freaking party. And one of my friends, she was the manager on duty, so she gets there to this note on the door that they're closing, and she's got to unlock the building and get it ready to open. And so she's just standing there waiting for employees and for customers to show up for her to tell them they're closed. But then when they asked her questions, she knew nothing. All she knew was, we're closed and employees can work for the next week to help pack up the theater, and then after that you don't have a job. I would not have wanted to be the person that had to stand there and tell not only employees, but customers. Because customers, they can either be really nice about it, or they can be really ridiculous about it. I remember one time.
And they can pre-order tickets too.
I'm sure they had all sorts of issues like that. One time I had, we had raised the cost of a senior citizen ticket by 25 cents. You would have thought we were charging $100 per ticket. They were going on and on about, I'm on a fixed income, I can't afford this. And I'm like, I didn't raise the price of the ticket though. I just work here. That was never a good answer for corporate though. That was not something you were allowed to say. I just work here. That would get you in so much trouble. I'm like, but it's the truth.
You could have the government too, right? I don't like this law. I didn't make the law,
I can say that for just a little. I mean, technically I don't make the laws. I might help write them, but I don't make them.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, you are helping write them right now, aren't you?
I'm helping rewrite our entire zoning ordinance, yes. But
I don't write any of them.
I don't have any power to pass it. I just write what I'm told to write. I don't even always get an opinion on what gets put in it. I get told sometimes, this is what you need to write, and I just write it up. So I'm not really, like, it's not my law. I just helped facilitate it.
We were talking about overtime before. One of the things that really upset a lot of people at work, and like I got calls about it for like a month, is that like I rewrote the time clock. The old time clock that we used to use was, I don't know who wrote it, but like it was set to where it rounded your time to the nearest quarter hour.
Oh yeah.
So if you clock in at 6:07, it would clock you in at 6. If you clock in at like 6:46, it would clock you out at like 4:50 or something. It would clock you out at 7 or 53 or something like that. So people had been using it for years to basically shave off like 2.5 hours a week, because they could come in at like 8:07 and still clock in at 8, and then they could leave for lunch at like 12:52 and still be clocked out at noon, and then they could come back at 1:07 and still be clocked back in at 1. So they're gaining like 7 minutes each punch 4 times a day. And then when I made the new time clock, I made it to where it rounds to nearest minute. So like if you clock out at 7:01, you're punched for 7:01, right? And people got so upset. They're like, oh my god, there's gonna be so much overtime now if people show up like early or late to work. And I'm like, well then don't show up early or late to work. What do you want from me? Like, but if I clock out at 8:07, what's gonna happen? I'm like, then you're gonna clock out at 8:07. I don't understand what's the problem. And then some of the departments are like, okay, yeah, but like, okay, look, we have prison guards, and they have to clock in at a computer over here, and then they have to walk to a tower to do their guard over there. It takes like a 15-minute walk. I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, well, it used to be, or like a 7-minute walk. It used to be that they would make them come in 7 minutes before work and clock in, and then do the 15-minute walk over there, so that they wouldn't be clocked in before 8, but they would be in their position by 8.
That's not.
So like, well, you're gonna have to pay them for the walk then. I mean, what do you want from me? Like,
I wasn't working for the government at that point, and I remember I was like, every time clock I've ever punched obeys those rules and logic. Like, whatever time you punch in at, it's the time you start working, and whatever time you punch out at, it's the time you stop working. Every time clock I have ever used worked to the minute. Never had anyone that rounded. That's just a bizarre concept to me. Who thought that up? Let's make a time clock that rounds.
they got over it eventually, and they realized that I wasn't going to change it. But, like,
well, you couldn't change it. It technically was against the law. Think about it. If it was taking time from you, like...
They were using it to give time, too, though.
Right, I know that, but it was, well, yeah, but it was also...
I don't know if it's against the law or not, if it's like the thing that they do every time above board and always follows our rule. I don't really know the legality of it. But, I mean, technically, I still round time. I don't count you down to the millisecond or whatever. It rounds to the minute.
It rounds to the minute. But...
One person got so angry with me one time because she was like, you know, I showed up at 8:02 today and they put me in at 8:02 and I lost 2 minutes and I'm not gonna be able to get that back. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? Give you a nickel? Like, leave me alone. Like,
she wanted you to give her the nickel.
No, actually, she didn't. She wanted me to give her 2 minutes back. I'm like, well, you didn't show up at 8. You showed up at 8:02. That's not my fault.
Clocking the travel time. All right, then.
I mean, some people get to do that. The police officers do that. They clock in their cars, and their cars are at their house, so they as soon as they get in their car in the morning, they're clocked in. Because the police officers get to take their car home.
We're getting all our MP back, in case you guys wonder what I'm doing here. I am like using this dragon to get my MP back. I got paid to get my COVID shot.
Sometimes my boss will tell me, like right now, I'm literally lugging my tower from work to and from work every week because I work from home half the week and I work from the office half the week. So on Friday, I have to bring my tower home, and then on Wednesday when I go into work, I got to take the tower back to work, and I have to like, you know, break it down and set it back up twice a week. And my boss is like, "Well, I know you got to break your computer down, so you might as well go ahead and get going." Yeah,
That's nice.
So, you know, I've shown up late on Wednesday before, and he's like, I mean, you know, you were having to get your computer set up. It's fine.
That dragon was really nice to just stand there while we sucked all the MP out of it. How many days of vacation? We get at least for...
It depends on how long you work for the county.
Oh yeah, my accumulation rate just went up because I hit 5 years.
We don't
30 days a year. That's a lot.
We get like what, like
5 hours.
Well, we get a bunch of holidays too.
We do get a bunch of. I don't know. If you did the math, we probably come out to about 30 days a year. Maybe not. With the days off from the holidays, I don't know. Okay.
Let's see, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 holidays a year.
Those are paid holidays.
Yeah, we get 12 paid holidays a year, which is, you know, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, Martin Luther King Day, New Year's, Good Friday, Memorial Day, 4th of July, stuff like that. So we get 12 holidays a year, and then we get vacation and sick time and it goes up the longer you've been there. Like after you 5 years you get more, and after you get like 10 years you get more. Right now I'm in the position where I have so much vacation time because we didn't go anywhere for the last year because of COVID. So I'm sitting on so much vacation time that I'm gonna lose it at the end of the year because there's a maximum you can have at a time.
Yeah, we have a well.
I have to take like 4 weeks off this year, 4.5 weeks off this year, to get my holiday, my vacation time under the max, so I don't lose any.
No, we don't.
I can't cash it out.
Yeah, we don't get the ability to cash out. See, that's
they
something.
Cash it out if you quit or get fired sometimes, but not. You can't just do it while you're working.
And just the vacation, not the sick. Oh well.
60 days max. Ours is lower than that. Ours is like what? Is it 240 hours?
Yeah, something like that.
So 240 hours. So that's like 30 days, I guess. 30 days of vacation we can hold. So I've already got like 35 or 40 days, and then plus all that I'm going to gain this year. I need to actually take off like 4.5 weeks this year. Because otherwise on New Year's I'm going to lose everything down to 240. I don't know if there's a limit on sick though. They don't. They split our vacation and sick into 2 different pools. It used to be just one.
But all in all, we work for where we work. Everything. I mean, we get a lot of benefits, and not a lot of
more benefits than anything else you're going to get around here. That's for sure. That's one thing. Like I worked at a programming job in Atlanta, and I got a bunch of time off and a bunch of great benefits, but I couldn't use them. Have you ever had a job like that? It's like you have all this vacation. That's great. Can I have some time off? No, you got a project to work on. Maybe when you meet your deadline. Like, but I have vacation. Yeah, we can't afford to lose you right now, so you can't go anywhere.
Yeah, that's one thing I have to say is I've never been denied a vacation. When I got sick, they were really supportive of that. I mean, like, my job is great when it comes to all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, technically they could say no at our job right now, but they don't generally unless there's a really good reason. Which is why right now my boss is trying to coordinate with me for me to take these 4.5 weeks off, because he doesn't want us to get to like Thanksgiving and me be like, okay, that's it for me for the year. See you next year. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of the situation I end up in a lot in Heliplan, because like I'm the only person at the county that can do my job. Like there's some people that can help a little bit or kind of figure out some of it, but I'm the only real programmer that works there. So like if something happens with some of my stuff and I'm not available, they're just kind of screwed.
I remember pre-COVID when we went to Disney, he was answering like programming phone calls from inside of Disney.
Yeah, even when I go on vacation to Disney or something, I have to take like my work laptop and everything so I can VPN in if I need to.
Yeah. Thankfully, I'm hourly, so I take vacation and I'm on vacation.
And it's worse than that too, because like I'm an essential employee for emergency situations. So if there was a hurricane coming, I would have to drop what I'm doing and immediately go back to work. So like, and that's happened to a lot of people at my job. It hasn't happened to me yet, but like one of our managers went on a trip to Vegas, and as he was on the plane to Vegas, we found out that a hurricane was coming this week and we were going to have to deal with it, and they were opening up the emergency operations center. When he landed in Vegas, he had text messages on his phone saying EOC's getting opened, you got to come back. He had to he didn't even leave the airport. He had to immediately get back on a plane and come back. His whole week to Las Vegas canceled. He never even got out of the airport.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gilded is essential. So like we had a hurricane a few years back. It like he had to be at work. This is why I will be forever grateful for my family. I was home with my kids and then ended up in the hospital because of my medical issues, and that's where my family came in handy, because even then Gilded couldn't leave work to come home, even with our kids. Like it was just about, okay, I'm trapped, what the hell do I do?
Okay, you stuck here?
Yeah, I got stuck.
What about that button up there? Switch to the party and stuff on the button, right?
I'm hoping it moves something that I haven't realized yet.
Basically, when you get to the end of this, you have to fight like a fire dragon.
Oh, okay, great.
Or a red dragon. There's also a ribbon here too. How many ribbons do you have so far? Two?
2.
1, 2?
2.
Yeah, the third one's in here.
Let's see. My party's almost dead. Please kill him, Sabin. Kill him. Oh, fiddle faddle. Puts you down to a quarter of your health, right? Holy.
Quarter? Yeah. Like quarter of your current health, I believe.
Oh, quarter of your current health. Gotcha. Yeah, we're definitely doing like I never use my car. I have like a 2012 Honda Civic with only 50,000 miles on it. It's kind of ridiculous.
Okay. You want me to help you get through this cave?
No, I don't want you to help me. I'm figuring it out.
Well, then you're good. I'm not worried about it then.
I'm good. I got this shit, y'all. All right. What if we go down here? Maybe we drop that. Okay, and we're in a fight. Yeah, me too. Mostly because, as Gilded says, I'm like driving Miss Daisy. He drives me everywhere. I don't like ever drive myself anywhere. Okay, that didn't work.
I was thinking of trying to learn how to do the Final Fantasy IV free enterprise randomizer thing.
What's that do?
So Final Fantasy IV, the free enterprise randomizer, what it does is it's a randomizer. So it takes all the bosses and characters and items in Final Fantasy IV and mixes them up.
Yeah.
So like where you might fight the antlion, you might end up fighting Scarmelian or something instead, right? And where you might normally get Rosa into the party, you might end up getting Palom or Porum or something instead. So it mixes up the characters when you get them, it mixes up the bosses when you fight them. It takes all the items and all the key items and mixes up where you find them or what quest gives them. And then it starts you off at the beginning of the game with the airship. So you can pretty much get everywhere right off the bat. And then it just lets you go. So you can like just kind of explore the world like an open world, hitting all the different quest points and stuff, trying to find all the things you need to beat the game.
Cool. I found my way, by the way. Told you I had this.
That's good. I think that it scales the boss to be the power level of the boss that it's replacing, if I remember right. So like, if you end up fighting like, you know, a late game boss at like the Mist Dragon, it'll be like a late game boss that's as strong as the Mist Dragon, sort of. I'm not entirely sure how it works. I haven't looked into it enough, which is what I'm saying. I need to learn it. And I was thinking of starting to try to do it a little bit. It might be something for me to do when I don't really feel like playing, you know, more Final Fantasy VIII right now, or you know, whatever game I'm currently on, and just want like a chill night. You know, something that I can just sit down with one of my randomizers and mindlessly try and hack away at it. Yeah, there's a lot of options to them as well. I've been playing around with Zelda randomizers, but I was thinking about trying that one too.
Okay.
Anyways, good luck with the dungeon. I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be back.
You're leaving me.
Temporarily.
All right. It's ice to these things. Smack that one with a sword. What's that do? Whoa, what am I doing? Oh, hello. They're all dead. Oh, she's poisoned. She didn't get her remedy off before the battle ended. Okay. Skills. Okay. Ooh. Let's see. I want to smack this dude. No, I want you to die. That's right, those things get healed by fire. Whoopsies. Whoopsies! And it's dead. I feel like I'm a lot more boring without Gilded here to talk to me. To make sure he answers your question when he gets back, Tristan. I mean, I'm sure he'll see it when he gets back. Let's save. It's always good. That's what I actually meant to do when I stepped on the save point before. I'm just so used to hitting the square button at this point that I hit the square button instead of the triangle button. There we go. All right. We have saved. Ooh, there's a button. Okay. Can't go in the water. There has to be another button over here somewhere. Okay, there's a button. See, and he thought I needed help getting through this cave. I've got this. These battles are a little obnoxious. I should have healed. That's okay. And you smacky smack. See, Strago can cast that thing for half its MP, so the fact that he's casting it at 32 means the thing is worth 64. But it's awesome. All right. Oh, heal. Heal. We need to heal. Go for heal. And that's some glass of water you went to go get. Jeez. Oh, it is one of his most powerful abilities? Oh, and I'm just sitting here spamming it like it's... I mean, I have Osmo, so I mean, like, getting MP back is, like, really kind of a non-issue, right? So, I mean, like, why not spam it? Ooh. I don't know all the Final Fantasy spells, but I recognize that one. Oh, I think he's coming back, guys. Shh, don't tell him we were talking about him. What is economizer farming?
I have returned.
What's economizer farming?
Ah, the economizer is a wonderful item that lets you cast spells for 1 MP.
Oh.
I mean, it basically makes spellcasting free, so you can just cast non-stop as much as you want.
I mean, isn't spellcasting kind of already free? Hello? I'm not controlling her.
Oh, you see that box right there below you? The chest? That's a ribbon.
You mean the one to the...
The one that you can still see on the screen right now.
Okay. How do I get it? Oh, look, it's another Chaos Dragon.
I think there's a switch the other party has to hit to, like, turn some of the lava into solid ground or something.
Oh, okay.
So there's a monster called a Brachiosaur. It's a big dinosaur, right?
Yeah.
It drops economizers.
Oh, it's a big
You can also
dinosaur.
steal it from Aquila, which is a giant bird.
Oh. We can't steal right now because we need lock.
Lock is why you can do this dungeon.
I know.
So Brachiosaurs are really great because you can steal ribbons from them and they can drop economizers.
Well, let's get lock back.
They can also cast Meteor and Ultima, so they're pretty nasty fights sometimes.
So then we need to make sure Strago's in the party, so...
And they're weak to ice, though. So. Why Strago?
So they can learn Meteor.
Huh.
Can't he learn Meteor? Tristan thought he could. So that's what I'm asking. Can he learn Meteor?
Yeah, the Brachiosaur is pretty powerful. Can he learn Meteor? I don't know.
Chainsaw! Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Can you stop healing the mob, please? All right, here comes Saban with the booty rush. Woohoo!
Apparently, if you bet titanium, you can get a cat hood from that too.
You tell me that now that we're in the middle of this cave.
Is that the same? I think that's the same one, yeah. I didn't realize that.
What is double cast?
Brachiosaur, when you bet the titanium, you have to fight a Brachiosaur to win the cat hood. That's not the only place to get them, though. You can also get to them on Dinosaur Island.
Okay. Okay, this party needs to do some osmos to get some MP back. They're running low on healing.
But you got the you'll be fine.
All right, let's cast stone. Dead. So Gilded, how did it feel to be back DMing a game again?
Oh, great.
I think I'm gonna like
I didn't want to stop.
I know you didn't. I was the one that had to like remind you that we had to stream. And I had to put our child to bed. I wonder if he's sleeping. He hasn't been in here. He's probably sleeping. Only if you don't go in. Defeats the whole point of the whole like quarantine if you just go in there.
But anyways, if you want to farm brachiosaurs to get ribbons and economizers when you're done here, there's a forest full of dinosaurs north of the Veldt.
I think I need to go up those stairs over there. So like this other ribbon here, I think we have to come back for later. Or maybe never. Let's go up here. Okay, so that drops the water level. Okay, did something over there.
A relic that lets you cast 2 spells in one turn?
So change where we can go though. Okay.
Oh, the Soul of Thamasa? Is that the one you're talking about?
What's the Soul of Thamasa?
It's a relic that changes your magic into dual cast, which lets you cast 2 spells per turn.
What? I want it.
But you can't summon your Esper anymore.
Oh, well, never mind then.
I mean, but it lets you cast 2 spells per turn.
To be
It's in
fair,
the Fanatic Tower. You remember the tower where you found Strago?
the tower where like I went up the 2 sets of stairs and went, better not.
Yeah, it's in there. We'll get it. Don't worry. Your characters are just going to keep getting more and more powerful.
Yeah, my characters are ridiculous already. At the very top of the tower. Okay, well, that's
one of the big rewards for doing the tower.
Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense. I feel like all we're gonna get to do tonight is this dungeon.
That may be. You'll get lockback if you do.
That is true. What's down here?
We're gonna be on doing this tomorrow night. We're gonna be doing it the same way as we're doing tonight. We oh, there's the boss. There's the red dragon.
I see him.
But we'll be starting at the normal time tomorrow night, right?
Yeah. Now that we're back to doing D&D on Saturdays, we start a little late.
Yeah, Saturday is going to be starting at 10 from now on so that we can do our Pathfinder game. Except on weeks where we don't have Pathfinder.
Yeah. I'm so excited about it.
It depends on the Esper character. Some of the Espers are pretty nice. Oh, and you had asked earlier what that wind edge thing was? That's like Locke's best weapon. For like the ranged attack from the back rear weapon.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You almost never use Espers? To be fair, I've barely been using Espers as well.
Yeah, Dez has almost not used them at all, but some of them are nice. I think if the choice was use an Esper or have Soul Samasa on someone, I would say, well, that person doesn't need to use Esper.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
You almost have your Bard to 59. That's awesome, Terranova. I played a very little bit of Final Fantasy 14 last night. I basically did the whole thing with the Moogles. But I'm 56, I think. I unlocked the next job quest. So I think I'm 56. I'm definitely going to hit 60 long before I finish the main story of Heavensward, I think. Like, I have the increased XP from my earrings, but also, like, because I only play generally about 1 day a week, I always have, like, a maxed out rested XP. So I'm getting, like, extra XP constantly.
Alright, so I need to fix my party because, you know, those little necromancer dudes killed the...
I mean, you definitely want to fight the red dragon with your stronger party, right?
Isn't this my stronger party?
Yeah. And also, don't forget about the ribbon.
I didn't forget about the ribbon, I just haven't been able to get it yet.
I gotcha. Like, you can get lock, you can get some nice items like the ribbon and stuff here, and you can get I mean, it's the Phoenix Cave. I'll let you guess what else is in here.
I'm gonna go back over here and save before that other party fights the dragon. See, now you guys are making me want to play Final Fantasy 14 when I just canceled my subscription.
It is a pretty awesome game, but you want to play ESO. ESO is fun too. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
don't remember how you get to the ribbon. I'm trying to remember.
What's that do? Oh,
Like, I know where the ribbon is. I'm just trying to remember how you get to that one.
you can never get in MMOs?
I think how much I get into MMOs depends very largely on, like, whether I'm trying to do it by myself or whether I have a group. MMOs are way better with a group of people.
Well, he starts out the game about his round strong with the freaking fireball.
And generally, the bigger the group that you're involved in, the more fun an MMO is. Like, the most fun I've ever had with an MMO is when I was actually in, like, one of the biggest raiding guilds on my server in WoW through Wrath of the Lich King. I was, like, main tanking through, like, Ulduar and stuff. I had a blast. You're part of, like, a community. It's not just a game anymore. As just a single-player experience, most MMOs are, you know, not that good.
Oh, I disagree.
I'm not saying they're not fun. I'm just saying that they're not the best single player experience. If I wanted to play a single player game, there are much better ones.
Okay, fair. I think I killed him. Piece of cake!
Another dragon down.
That's like, woot woot! Realm 1, Bolt 3, and Ice 3, and Fire 3. One fight too late. Cure 3, and Slow 2, and Haste 2. Wow, what's a Strato?
Learn everything.
We learned all the things! 4 dragons left.
And there's a dragon horn behind them too.
Already got it. He was down here, so I went up and got dragon horn.
Makes sense.
I stole it. Sorry. getting readjusted. I got to heal. I need the heals. And I probably also need to check my espers because I think some of them just like completed their espers. In fact, I know Celis completed Starlet. Yeah. Alright, let's give her Torado. Okay, she completed Tritalk. How to do that one. She might have completed Palador if she did. Okay. And I'm sure he's probably finished Carbuncle. Yeah, he did. Let's have him do that. Okay. You hate WoW these days? Yeah. I wonder how long WoW will hold its title as like... I mean, like, if you look up the #1 ranking MMO, it's usually WoW. Just because... I mean, it's WoW. How long do you think Blizzard will hold that? You think there'll ever be an MMO that comes out that, like, tops WoW?
Some people like Final Fantasy 14 better than WoW, but I don't know.
I'm, like, yeah, some people like a lot of other MMOs better than WoW, but I like, usually top ranking by number of players is usually WoW.
Yeah. As a note, if you find Block in here, I believe it's going to actually take you out of the dungeon.
Okay, so don't talk to him. Got it. I'm trying to find the ribbon. Like, I feel like you're trying to warn me that I'm about to find Locke, and I'm not trying to do that.
Oh, I'm not doing that at all.
Okay. What is Raid Shadow Legends? I don't know what this is.
It's the game that gets advertised all the time, especially on YouTube. Did you see a place with 3 switches, like 1 switch by itself and 2 switches below it?
No.
Okay.
I think I figured out how to get the ribbon.
Yeah, it looks like you did.
I hate mobile games. Although I used to really love Plants vs. Zombies. I played the crap out of that game in my day.
Yeah, Plants vs. Zombies wasn't a mobile game, though.
I
know it made a mobile game version of it, but like it was a regular game.
Gotcha. So I guess the key was getting the lava to go away so that we could then walk around down here unfettered.
Yep. So you got it?
Yeah, I got the ribbon.
Cool beans. I think the only thing you have left is finding Locke.
Alright, cool beans. I hate mobile games nowadays that like are just like bunny pits. It's like And for $99, you can buy all these useless coins that will do nothing for you but play this game. It's just a trick to get kids to spend all their parents' money. Oh, bet he's supposed to go up here. Okay.
Yeah, I never played any Plants vs. Zombies but the first one. I like completely beat the first one. It was a lot of fun, but I didn't play any of the other games they've made.
Yeah, kids, you haven't heard all this. Haven't you heard the stories of parents that like forgot to put the parent controls on the kid's new device and the kids spent like thousands of dollars on mobile games because they just don't know any better? It's also for adults to, you know, spend all their money. Those are outliers? Okay.
Yeah, there are some games that have like ridiculous amounts of like DLC and add-ons, and people just spend so much money on them.
They do.
I forget what game it was. It was like I can't remember. There was this game on Steam that if you bought all the DLC for it, it was like $3,000 of DLC that was available.
Wow, that's a lot.
And it was like $5 for like one new model, you know.
Accidentally donated $200? Oh well. Maybe overkill, but it was fun.
Yeah, I think The Sims 4 was like $600 or $700 to buy the game and all the expansions, even with like the packs that put multiple of them together.
Are you kidding me? $39.99 to be able to have a baby in the game? What?
People pay it.
That's dumb.
Oh, that was it. Train Simulator. Train Simulator had like a ridiculous amount of DLC that went into the 4 digits. It was like you're literally paying like $5 for a new model to add to your train.
That's some serious Wow, we have some strong feelings against Electronic Arts.
EA. It's not in the game, but it's available for one additional fee.
All right, let's see. Holy cow. Okay, I found the place with the multiple switches.
Oh, you had already done it before. The thing that I was talking about before. I think it's the top one that you wanted to hit for, yeah.
Party rejoined. Okay.
And now, like, I think try and put both of them on the bottom ones, maybe?
That makes sense. What's the little sparkly thing up there?
The sparkly thing that takes you back to your ship, I think.
Oh. I've made my headband fall. It's pretty sad when I didn't even notice. I was
When you
distracted.
find Locke, it teleports you back out of here, but if you come back in here later, the sparkly thing is very convenient.
Oh, okay. Why would you come back in here later?
You could come in here and find Locke and have not fought the red dragon and not found the ribbon.
Oh.
Keep laying down that grand train.
Well, why not?
That is true. Star Wars is going to be getting around.
Well, you know, maybe they shouldn't have been pissing people off. It's Locke! Look! You're all safe. Behold, a legendary relic that can restore life. That looks like magicite. Correct. Legend has it that ages ago the phoenix was turned to stone, and many legends are based on facts. This has some major cracks in it, though I fear it may have lost its power over time. Look, that's for Rachel, isn't it? I wasn't able to save Rachel. I've lost all sense of purpose. My life will have no meaning until I can right this terrible wrong. What about Celis? Will you come with us? Only as far as Collingen? I have no idea.
Dude, Road Rash was awesome.
The village of Collingen. Nothing happened. If only the magicite didn't bear those deep cracks. I think you've been wasting your time, young man. Oh, hello? Okay. The magicite's gonna shatter.
He's awakened the Dark Phoenix.
Oh my gosh.
Jean Grey sits up in the bed.
Locke. Rachel! Locke, I've dreamed of seeing you. I've wanted to hear your voice. Rachel, the Phoenix has given me so little time. I have to leave again soon. But I have something I must tell you. Locke. ... With you, I was so happy. ... In the instant that the accident occurred, I thought only of you. ... And about the joy you brought me. Thank you, Locke. I'll never forget you. Rachel! I have to go now. I'll always love you. You must now cast off the anguish you've been harboring inside for so long. Today I set your heart free. You must learn to love yourself again and regain your self-respect. Her eyes are almost as big as her head. Like, when her eyes are closed, her eyelashes are literally down, like, below where her mouth would be. They're, like, right here. so she doesn't become a zombie. Phoenix, be reborn again and give your power to Locke. Okay. Oh, hello? Now we're flying? What the hell? Rachel! Oh my gosh, is she turning into Magicite? What's going on? What the hell is happening? Locke looks so depressed. Oh yeah, she does kind of look like that. Locke. Thanks, I'm okay. I feel lighter than air from here on. I'll be alright, let's go. We have work to do. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Right.
What's up? Locke? Hello? X Potion, Phoenix Down, X Ether, Elixir, Flame Shield, Valiant Knife. The treasures of the Phoenix Cave.
Really good for Locke too.
Right, let's move out. We have an appointment with Kefka. I don't know how to call it an appointment, but okay. Alright.
So if you give Locke like the Genji glove and then equip the that weapon you got for him, Wind Edge, and then the Valiant Knife. The Valiant Knife is really nice. The Valiant Knife does good damage to begin with, but then it also adds on top of that however much health Locke is missing. So if like Locke was at 1 hit point, it would add like 3,000 damage onto the attack.
He kept Rachel's head as a memento. Oh my god.
Did you get the Phoenix Esper?
Oh no, is it in the house?
I mean, like, do you just have it?
I don't know.
I thought that he like you know, pick back up.
What's the number next to it mean?
Yeah, that's how much MP it costs to summon the.
Holy sh!
Well, Phoenix like revives everybody in battle, right? It also teaches Curaga, Firaga, Raise, Arise, and Re-Raise. Arise is life, but it brings them back to full health too. And Re-Raise makes them automatically come back to life if they die.
That teaches what now?
Arise, which is life plus they get healed to full. And Re-Raise, which is, okay, I think you might die in the future, so I'm going to put this buff on you. And if you die with the buff on, you automatically get raised immediately.
It teaches life, life 2, life 3, and cure 3.
Yeah, they call them life 2 and life 3 in this one. It's Arise and Re-Raise.
That's just confusing.
Life 2 is life plus full cure. Life 3 is preemptive life.
Gotcha. Well, let's save. And then, I mean, you think we should call it there for the night, or We
We can stop here. We can go farm some brontosaurs or whatever.
go back to the Coliseum and see if we can get some crud.
Yeah, you go too. Oh, you can try and get economizers. You could try and get the stuff from the Coliseum. There's all kinds of options.
Let's go to the Coliseum.
Okay.
It's right here. All right. So you're saying we could turn the titanium into a cat thing?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so. Yes.
You think
Let me
so?
save and try it.
Okay. And it is heal Zealous to full. Okay, let's get the rest of our party back, with including
It would
Locke.
take quite a while to do a lot of them, but you can also like turn the Fuma Shuriken into pinwheels, which are like the best shurikens. Oh, we can try to get miracle shoes too. We can try that.
Okay, you have way too many things you want to try.
All right. Well, miracle shoes give you protect, shell, haste, and is it re-raise? I don't remember. Protect, shell, regen, and haste. All for one pair.
There's a live action Monster Hunter movie.
Yeah. I don't really play Monster Hunter, so I'm not that interested in the game, in the movie. But I've tried to play Monster Hunter and I've never been able to get into it. Like, you really have to like commit to like grinding those monsters, you know?
I've never been interested in it.
One day I'm gonna get into it, and then it's gonna be like the stream is nothing but Monster Hunter for a month or so.
You don't even think the director knows what the games are about? That's always great.
Judging from the trailer I saw, I think you're right. Yeah, it didn't look like it had anything to do with Monster Hunter. He knew the title of the game, and that was enough for him, right?
I feel like that's so often the case sometimes when these movies get an adaptation.
Yeah, and just throw Milo Jovovich in there, makes sense. Like I feel like it'd be like if you're gonna make a Resident Evil movie, and let's not diss the Resident Evil movies, they're fun. But like, I know they're not very much like the games, but whatever. But like, if you were gonna make a Resident Evil movie and you told the director, let's make a Resident Evil movie, and he didn't know what Resident Evil was, but he just wanted to go with it, so he made a movie about a guy that's like a resident. It's evil.
All right.
And, like no zombies in it.
We're gonna save. We're gonna farm some stuff from the Coliseum for the last little bit of the stream here. Are we ready?
Didn't like the same director direct all the Resident Evil movies, and he's like married to Jovovich or something?
It's like those guys that wrote the last 3 Star Wars movies.
J.J. Abrams and Ryan Johnson.
I think J.J. Abrams tried to save it, but
I think J.J. Abrams had a plot for the trilogy, and then Ryan Johnson said, F your plot, and then J.J. Abrams made the third one and went, no, really, my plot.
yeah, I think so.
Like, the second one didn't fit, and the third one couldn't get where it wanted to go because it had to do with the second.
Hello, Titanium. Where are you? There you are.
I didn't like the Justice League movie. I feel like DC saw how good Avengers and all the Marvel movies were doing, and they're like, let's make a Justice League movie. But they didn't put in all the work that Marvel put in. Yeah, Dez's gonna give it the cat head it says at the top.
Oh, sorry. I was getting comfortable.
You know, if you win. What happened?
What are you talking about?
The game went away. Oh, there he goes.
Well, I died. Alright.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hard one to win. You have to load that save because you lost the item.
I'm loading the save.
Like, DC does pretty good with their TV shows, and they do good with their animated stuff, and they do good with their comics, but their movies are shit for the most part. The original Wonder Woman was good. Yeah.
I don't know that we can beat that dinosaur. Even a broken clock is right 2 times a day.
Speaking of comic book movies, I'm ready for Marvel to start churning them out again. COVID kind of put everything off, and plus they finished the whole Thanos thing and kind of took a little break while they're building up. But they have so many movies on like docket to come out in the next couple years.
I don't know if it was true what I saw or not, but it looks like the Black Panther, they're going to continue that with his sister as taking the mantle.
They might, yeah.
I saw, and I mean, it could have been a fan-made poster, but I saw a poster with her in the Black Panther suit holding the helmet. So we'll find. Let's try Sabin.
It would make sense. The Black Panther is a mantle that gets passed around.
Yeah, it is.
T'Challa is not the only Black Panther. So.
And wasn't she the Black Panther in the comics at some point?
I believe so. Yeah. I mean, he was exiled to the Necropolis for a while. There's been a lot of things.
Because I think they
I don't read Black Panther that much. Usually, whenever I see Black Panther in the comics, it's because he's in someone else's comic.
I think they determined that it was just they couldn't recast him. You know, like it wouldn't have been right to recast.
Yeah. Believe in how you fly is cool. Thanks for watching. We'll be back on tomorrow night, too.
And we're just gonna grind. You're not gonna miss any story. We're just gonna grind the Coliseum here for a little
Black
bit.
Panther does marry Storm in the comics. That's true.
Oh yeah, that is true.
I'm still waiting for them to bring the X-Men in now that they can. They need to do that. They absolutely need to do that. Like now that they're like pulling the rights away from Fox or buying Fox and all that, like they need to bring the X-Men into the MCU. The trouble there is I don't know how they do it. Like they don't have any mutants in the MCU, and the few mutants that they have brought into the MCU, they've decided they're not mutants, like Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. I mentioned Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are already in the MCU, and Scarlet Witch is a big Avenger with her own TV show and stuff, and she doesn't even know that she's Magneto's daughter somehow, because she's not, I guess, in this version.
Oh, you think Disney's gonna do a Deadpool 3?
Probably, yeah.
Seems so un-Disney-like, though. Oh, it's already been confirmed? Good for Disney. I know there was some concern. People didn't think they would because of it being rated R, and
I know there's a new Thor movie being made. It's like, what, Love and Thunder or something like that? And it's going to have Guardians of the Galaxy characters in it.
Titanium. All right. It's your turn, Sabin.
And of course, Black Widow has her movie coming out this year. Yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder is next year.
Why fire, Sabin? Why not the booty rush? And we're dead.
You cast regular fire. It's so pitiful. Yeah, the randomness really gets you.
Ooh, I want a She-Ra movie.
See, they got Captain Marvel 2, Black Panther 2, Thor: Love and Thunder. Morbius is getting a movie. Morbius is like the vampire dude from Spider-Man. Meanwhile, DC's trying to redo Suicide Squad again and trying to make a new Batman movie. Like,
not trying, they
DC's
are. Robert Pattinson is Batman.
Basically. Right.
Although some people are saying like that he's actually probably going to be a good Batman, but we'll see.
Morbius isn't MCU? Fair enough. It's still a Marvel movie. It's not MCU. Blade is going to be in the MCU? Really? Are they recasting Blade at this point, or like? Let's see. Black Widow is in May. Oh wow, they made Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. It comes out in July. Interesting.
We thought every Batman was going to be a good Batman. That's true.
Eternals doesn't come out till November.
What about the Batman movie from the 90s where their suits showed like the little indentation of their nipples? That was kind of weird.
There's a new Spider-Man coming out in December. I don't think it has a title yet, though. But the big thing about that one is the new Spider-Man is going to have like, I think it's supposed to have like Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield. Like it's going to have like all the Spider-Men come together. Like they're like using the whole Spider-Verse thing to be like, oh yeah, there's other movie Spider-Men. These weren't reboots. Those are here too.
Yeah. It was kind of, yeah.
Oh, what about the Batman suit with the nipples on it?
That's what I just said.
Yeah, that wasn't the Michael Keaton one. That was like Val Kilmer or something. Or,
I can't keep track.
Or George Clooney.
Why is he monitoring? What are you monitoring for? No, Saban!
The randomness gets you. Man, this is hard to beat. You see why we said those brachiosaurs are hard.
Yeah, the 99.99.
And those are what you have to steal economizers from.
Steal and run.
Well, actually, no. Stealing, I think, gives you ribbons. I think you have to beat them and they drop economizers.
I don't know that we can win this fight. I think Karanova is making an excellent point. I'm not sure that we can win this fight with one character.
Yep. We may have to go power up some more if you want to win that one.
Okay, so tell me another one I could win. Because we're just gonna farm the Coliseum for the rest of the night.
Wager an elixir.
Elixir, got it.
And that'll get you a rename card.
Why do I want that?
Because you can wager a rename card to get Miracle Shoes. But you'd have to be able to beat a Fiend Dragon, so I don't know if you can actually win that fight, but we can find out.
I want a Spider-Gwen movie. Saban, you have Bum Rush. What the hell is he doing? Bum... Saban. No, sir. You've got to be kidding me. He's gonna lose to a cactus? Saban! No! Oh my god, Saban! Oh, now we're berserked. Great. Oh, wonderful.
Berserk is actually great, because then he will stop using bullshit and just punch him. If you can hit him.
Booty rush. Booty rush.
What about Gwen?
Spider-Gwen is the only version that people actually like, is what he's saying.
I mean, Spider-Gwen is awesome. But
Spider-Gwen is the shit.
Version. I mean, the only problem with the original version is that she's dead. That was the one thing that really upset me about the original Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire.
Oh yeah.
Is like they had it be MJ instead of Gwen Stacy,
and they had her live.
And then like they did the scene with Green Goblin dropping her off the bridge, and then Spider-Man saved her. And like that's such a big moment from the comics, and it's supposed to be Gwen Stacy, and when he shoots his web to catch her, it snaps her neck, and that's how Gwen Stacy dies. So Spider-Man accidentally kills his girlfriend trying to save her when the Green Goblin drops her off the bridge. And they did that scene, but they had it be MJ, and he had him save her. So it was like completely took away Gwen Stacy's story and ruined it.
Who's this dude?
It's like if you're not going to do the story, why would you?
Who are you? Who's this man? On the bottom of my screen.
You'll meet him eventually.
Why is he there?
You'll meet him eventually.
He's teasing me.
We haven't gotten to that yet.
But why is he there then?
Because your party members show up on the bottom of the screen.
I've never seen him before. We are not putting
all your party members.
Okay, we're not putting Sabin in this time. He has let me down several times now.
Here's another thing you can try. You can try and wager Ichigeki.
A what?
Ichigeki. It's a claw weapon for Shadow that you should have theoretically found when you went down and fought those behemoths in the cave on the belt.
Oh, we're going back to the elixir. I'm just not putting Sabin in.
Okay.
We're putting Celis in.
I'm just pointing out some things that you could possibly do if you wanted to, get Shadow.
Oh. Okay.
Because Shadow's at the Coliseum.
Celis, if you let me down. Oh my god. What is with the bullshit spells? What the hell? No. Come on. Okay. You have 2 swords!
They have to create a character and just don't teach them any magic, or only teach them really strong magic.
Why can't they hit a cactus? What is this, the fastest cactus in the West?
Really, really good invasion, yeah.
Oh, regen. Oh, well, that's just great. Well, at least we'll get 30 hit points back every single round. This is wonderful.
Yeah, Cactuar has 250 evasion. You're not going to hit him with a physical attack.
We're trying to slow him.
He also has 255 defense and 255 magic defense. He only has 3 HP, though. So if you cast a spell and get through his defense, you should kill him.
Putting Terra in next. Oh. Why are we casting life? Who are we casting life on?
She's like, I'm dead. I'm already dead.
I just don't understand. Oh god. Why?
You need to use a spell. Use an attack spell.
She used Runic.
That's not gonna help.
Celis. Okay.
He's actually weak to water and earth, but all you gotta do is cast one of those and he'll die because he has 3 HP.
I just when she cast life. I couldn't even. I just couldn't even. It's I'm gonna cast a spell, and I'm sitting there that's great. She cast life. Why? Sorry. I shouldn't scream in the mic. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
Okay, so here's something interesting. This says if you equip Setzer with the dice that you bought in Kohlingen, relics and equipment not needed. The Kijay's Jitty's relic has a negative factor that can make him win while losing some money, as opposed to making him win without necessary downsides. Every time that Setzer's turn comes up, he'll toss out the dice and win against the Cactuar.
To put Setzer in the party.
With his dice.
With his dice. Okay. As long as he doesn't go casting life at the damn cactus.
Because the dice deal damage based on what they roll. Their damage is the dice roll, so it should get around the fact that he has ridiculous defense and evasion. Guild toss is in this game, Retro Gamer. It's called coin toss, but it's in this game. You have to equip a relic. There's a relic you can equip to Setzer that turns his slot ability into coin toss.
Alright. Now we just gotta land the ship. Equip Setzer with his dice. Just his dice. You're saying just the dice and...
The dice is all that matters. Cactuar always does 1,000 damage regardless of what you got going on. And Setzer's dice...
I don't have dice.
Damage is based on your roll. You don't have the dice? You can buy the dice in Kolingen, which is the town that locked it.
Alright. Oh.
This out.
Before we do that, I want to put Tara in. I'm gonna give her a shot.
Which character are you talking about? 7. Pizza.
With pleasure.
Oh, fair enough.
What are we dispelling?
Are you trying with Terra again?
No, I haven't tried Terra yet, remember? And he berserked her. Well,
no, you lost.
Thank you for so nicely pointing that out. Let's just work on getting Shadow then, okay?
You could just go buy the dice.
I understand that, but like, I just want. Can I just work on getting Shadow?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if we have that weapon.
Yeah.
Ichigeki.
Ichigeki. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have that, but sure, let's just look for it.
It was in the cave on the belt.
I really don't know if I have that or not, but we'll check.
If you don't have it, then you'll have to like go back to the cave on the belt and get it if you want to get Shadow.
Okay, let's I'm guessing I don't have it. I'm going with don't have it. Cause I arranged my, yeah, I don't have it.
Doesn't look like it, yeah.
I don't want to do a whole nother cave again tonight.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you've already done the dungeon. It's the one with the behemoths and everything in it.
I say we save and we make a game plan for tomorrow night, and we start out tomorrow night searching for all this stuff. What do you think?
It sounds like a plan.
Cause it's almost 1 and
Yep.
and I am afraid going any type of
And
cave.
we can't do our normal thing that we normally do tomorrow, so I'm probably gonna have a daytime stream tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we can't.
Like for me.
We're not
and then-
visiting anybody. That's right.
Yeah, because of COVID. So I'll probably have a daytime stream tomorrow, and then tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Dez is gonna pick back up.
That is
Final
correct.
Fantasy VI.
Yep. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. Have a nice night. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, tune in tomorrow night at 8 p.m. East or 8 p.m. for more Final Fantasy VI, or tomorrow night during the day for more Final Fantasy VIII.
Oh, I can't raid anybody.
Oh, well, I will take care of it. Let's raid somebody.
Okay.
Let's see who is on. Cat Knight Alexander is playing Final Fantasy 13. Let's raid him. Alright, I'm gonna raid on over to Cat Knight Alexander. He's playing Final Fantasy 13 with only like 2 viewers, which is like, what? So let's go say hi. See you next time, guys.
See ya. Can I stop streaming now?